Hello, friends. Stacy Anfinson here with your market update for November 2024. Main counties in our market of Wake, Durham, Orange, and Johnston. So let's see what happened through November of this year. Start off with inventory as always. These are EOM, stands for end of month inventory metrics. The red line is total inventory and the blue line is resale inventory. So we kind of have good news, bad news on this. If you look at the far right, total inventory end of month November this year is up 33%. Resale inventory is up 43% compared to where we were in November of last year. But if you go all the way back to 2008, which was the peak of end of month inventory this time, we are down. Resale or overall inventory is down 63%. So a lot of headlines out there about inventory increasing. Once again, the bubble people seem to love that, but I love this graph because it gives us historic perspective about what's going on in the market. As I've said numerous other times, we've had a significant increase in population in our market since 2008. All right, sold listings. I got some good news here. Once again, we are up in November of this year compared to November of last year. We're up 5%. And actually, year to date through November in the four main counties is up. That's the first time that's happened in a long time. If you go back over 18 years, we're down 3% compared to the 18-year average. Just notice the cyclical nature of this graph. There really is not a trend to it except for the fact of COVID in 2020 and 2021, which was the peak of it. But if you see, there's a lot of variances in November closed listings. A lot of that's due to the seasonality in the market. It's just not really the peak time of year, and you can have a lot of spikes economically and other things that influence sales. So that's where we're at in November. Average days on market. Once again, the bubble people are kind of freaking out. They're saying, oh my gosh, days on market is increasing. Yeah, so if you go from 23 in 2021 to 46 in 2024, yeah, that's an increase. It's 2x. But if you go back to 2011, it was 156. Once again, if you were to draw a trend line, certainly since 2015, we are well within that 30 to 50 day mark. And going back historically, if you go back to the Great Recession, where normal markets used to be, housing usually took about 70 to 90 days to sell. So days on market increasing, but if you go back over time, not that big of a deal. Here was something that really popped up. I found this interesting. This graph is the delta between the average sales prices of overall and resale listings. So historically, if you go back to 2018 and 2019, there's been a premium that buyers pay for new construction. Most people like new versus resale. But look at what's happened to that premium. It went down to 10%, 10%, spiked up a little bit in 22%. But in 2023 and 2024, especially in 2024, it is now less than 1%. The delta between those two. In my opinion, here comes the main reason for it, and that's just the number of resale listings that don't come on the market. And those that do come on the market, they get snapped up, multiple offers, low days on the market, sales prices above list price. So we're down 29% in terms of listings, resale listings added in November compared to where we were in 2021. You can also make the argument that new home builders are building more townhouses at lower price points because the costs in our market prevents or make building a single family house prohibitive. So that's kind of the explanation to that. But I thought that was fascinating that a metric that has been very consistent over the years is now kind of flipped. Once again, we talk about the November monthly principal and interest payments in 2024 of November with 3468. We're actually down 3% compared to where we were last year. So if you look at it from that standpoint, house prices are cheaper. But boy, if you go back to 2018, up 102%. That's a pretty big jump. All right, watch list for 2024. I don't get into prediction business because nobody should get in the prediction business. Anybody's got an opinion about what's going to happen. So these are the things we kind of look at. Number one will be the continuance of upward inventory trends, which is related to number two, the silver tsunami increase in velocity. The boomers are still the largest owners of residential property by demographic segments, and as they get old and they either age in place or age out in place or they move someplace, those houses will come on the market. At what velocity do they come on the market? Will be interesting to see during next year. Mortgage rates up, down, or stable. I don't know what everybody's got their opinion on mortgage rates, so we'll just see what happens. Will months of supply increase to a balanced market? We've had an undersupplied market for going on before COVID. This is actually our fourth or fifth year of a undersupplied market, which is great for home sellers. Your house price goes up, but for buyers, it makes it a struggle. And then the final one is, will projected house price metric increases adversely influence buyers? And basically, if you're looking at November closings of this year versus November closings of last year, and the fact that they were up, and then YTD through November of this year up versus last year, you can make the argument that house price metric increases have not adversely influenced buyers. So that's all I've got for now. I wish you all a Merry Christmas. Thank you all for listening to me during the year. I hope the information that I provided to you has been beneficial to that. And for more information, as always, www.tarreport.com. Those are my contact information. If you like the video, please click like. And if you want to subscribe to it, I strongly encourage you to do that.